Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Kiwi Farms with me, Looney Farm Guy. We, we got all the fields are prepped, ready to go for throwing seeds to the wind today, as it were, and you'll see why I say it that way. So yeah, we've put all the field prep. We'll take a quick look. We've all fully fertilized. We've fertilized the new field that we purchased. So that's got 2 stages of fertilizer. And like I was mentioning before, we are going to try a little bit something different for seeding this year. And let's go take a look. We've purchased some new equipment, and we're still flush with money, so let's just open her up here. As you can see by a very large tank, I know it's a case quad track, but we've modified it to somewhat fit on the front of our of our newest tractor, a little 6900 John Deere. Now, so I purchased this from used from the dealer, and they said it had a top speed of 31 miles per hour. I said, "Oh, well, that'll be nice and handy for a few things." It wasn't too expensive. It's got about 100 horsepower, but when I got it home, as you can see, it's only 26 miles per hour. But whatever. It'll be good. See, the Liz there doesn't like. Workers don't like her. She's too old, too weird, too different. It was kind of really acted weird. So for the cultivating, we have 3 cultivators. So now we got 3 little baby John Deeres. Anyways, so you're wondering why? Well, what is that in the back of that looks like a fertilizer spreader? Well, it is and it isn't, because this is a seeder. Now, we will show you. So this is the seeder. That is the fertilizer spreader. See down at the bottom, lime and fertilizer. Eurospan makes this as a seeder as well. So obviously it's not a direct drill or even a drill of any kind. It's a broadcast spreader. But because we have cultivated our fields, it is ready for seed. In reality, these are, broadcast spreaders, as I understand it, are used when it comes to seeding. It's like grasses or cover crop, maybe something like that. However, we have modified it. We have rice now. Anyways, I think there's some places in California that seed rice by aircraft. I could be totally wrong. That could be totally bogus. Don't take my word as. But anyways, we're going on that premise that we can. Okay, this is gonna be like 30. This is gonna be really. Here we go, and there we go. See, we are seeding at 36. Whoa, we're missing some. 36 meters wide at 26 miles per hour, and we are going like gangbusters. And yes, so you may have. This isn't something new. Mr. CVP did it. Oh, and it is oh my goodness. It's getting rid of the weeds too. Well, I'll be darned. I went and sprayed all those weeds thinking I was going to be doing this because, well, why would it, kind of till in the weeds when it's just a broadcast spreader? But there you go. So, anyways, I have went and sprayed all those weeds for nothing again. I'm sure more will pop up. We will be able to have fun with them. So there's a little spot that missed being cultivated, and once we, I'm going to be proved a liar again. But once we go over it, it's not going to seed that little spot. If I am correct. So yes, that front tank holds 4,000 liters of seed, and we're going to need it because we're gonna the back tank I think only held two. I want to say two. So we're going to keep an eye on that little spot to see if anything grows there. But nevertheless, because of our magical mystery cultivators giving us fertilizer, we have a cultivated state, and at which this little trick here that I'm doing right now works, because it won't work over top of non-cultivated ground. So, and I've used this, I mean, in my own personal life, used this before, but anyways, all in the name of efficiency and speed. And you can cover, as you can imagine, an enormous amount of acreage in a short period of time. I mean, if I had a faster tractor, or even, for instance, if you were able to attach a 3-point hitch to the back of a vehicle of some sort, say a truck that has a higher speed, you can seed as fast as a vehicle can go. Pretty much plain and simple. So yeah, but for now, this is what we have. The Liz does 28 miles per hour. I mean, we do have our truck, but that's a little goofy. We're gonna stick with doing things somewhat straight up. I know the neighbors must be looking at us. It's like, what the heck is he doing? Where's his cedar? Oh, I'm missing. Okay. Well, the other nice thing about this is it's not gonna overseed. I don't know how it does it. Magical mystery seeder. We'll go back down there. I'll only seed over the spots that we missed, and we'll just do a little turnaround here. There we go, and off we go. So, rice. So we've got millet again in the other field, and we did mustard. We know is off the hook, off the charts, shall we say? So far millet is top bill. We did wheat the first year, if you recall. It was okay. we didn't really. I mean, the yield was okay. I think we got about 400,000 liters, if I recall, of wheat the first year, which was okay. We haven't really done a full-on field of millet because the millet that we've harvested was just already seeded in the fields that we bought. And again, this year, that's what we have. So, and we haven't had, we were never able to get 3 rounds of fertilization on those fields either. So we don't have a true representation of what 100% yield potential for millet is yet. But we have a fair idea, and it seems to be a fairly high yield crop. Not as high as mustard, but not as low as wheat. So having said that, I think we have it in our rotation. However, rice we don't know. We don't know anything about. We know that the price is around the same price as mustard, I believe. Oh, and yeah, you can if you set a worker. Shall we just let a worker go at it? He will go at 12 miles an hour, just so you know. And we'll let him do that while we, yeah, I spent a fair bit of time going spot weeding again, and here we go. Anyways, lesson number 6,523. So rice, yeah, rice not. I'm expecting fairly high yield. Which is usually when the prices are somewhat lower. See, tomatoes, you get a bunch on per acre, and thus the price is somewhat lower. So just looking at the prices, although millet's pretty high, I mean, pretty high for the amount of yield is pretty decent, and rice, yeah. So if you look at onions, carrots, you're going to get a whack load. If we go back over to our regular crops, see, soybeans typically a lower yield but higher sell price. Canola looks pretty good. Oats are looking decent, but you see wheat is not a high yield, and the price isn't too hot neither, so it's not really. I mean, you do get a little bit of straw if you want to go through that. So let's look at our projected price for. We'll go look at rice real quick here. I don't want to bore you too much with this, but so again, middle of winter is the best time for pricing. We're looking at $621 per 1,000 liters. So, yeah. So that's actually then it's about 62 cents a liter. If you do the math, I was doing math wrong before. It's like $6 a liter. No. For if it's 621 per 1,000, so that would mean it's. Yeah, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'll pull up my calculator later. Yeah, midwinter. What's he doing here? Weird workers. Must do things a little different here in New Zealand. Yeah, I was going to look at a little bit of trivia about New Zealand. I'm still learning, right? But their seasons, because actually I'm just ill prepared for sure. Yeah, so we'll leave that for another episode. Yeah, so this is yeah, here we go. Um, rice. We will just continue doing this as we have been, and we'll catch up with you when we're done, and we will take stock of what has transpired and what our plan is for the summer. Okay, see you in a bit. All right. Hi there. We're back. We're just letting this old girl warm up. We've been a little bit busy. Not a whole lot of time has passed, but we're in day 3. Where am I? Yes. So I went and spot sprayed a little bit more. Got most of it. I still don't want to spray the entire field. The weeds aren't hurting us that much, but I did upgrade the sprayer a little bit. Not a whole lot. We still have the old Gator sprayer, but it's a little slow. And I picked this one up here. It's an extra 3 feet wider, and it goes at 14 miles per hour, twice as fast as the other one. And can you see how much is in there? Anyways, so it holds 600 liters, I think. Anyways, yeah, so that's what we did. We used that. We cleaned up a couple of the fields, and yeah, that's about it. Except, as you can see, our money has gone down. We didn't buy any new equipment, but we have expanded the farm. So let's go take a look at the new field. The fields are fairly pricey in this area, but the one to the north of us would have ate up nearly everything. So I didn't go for that. So we have our millet here that's ripe but not ripe. So the appearance is ready to harvest, but it's not. It still says growing, so that's fine. I'm in no particular panic to harvest that. Our other crops are growing nicely. Our rice is nice. So the plot of land we bought is over yonder, and we're just going to drive around. And the reason I picked it is it's close-ish, well, or at least adjacent to our farm. Number 1, and number 2, it too has millet, which is, well, ready but not ready. It will need lime, which is fine. That's expected. Let's see. Soil. Let's see here. Oh, it's my map has gone goofy again. So I don't know if it's fertile. Oh, I can see. No fertilization. So we're running on a blank slate with some crop, which is fine. I mean, we bought the land. The millet's a bonus. So, and if we look at prices for millet. Millet, I use, is that bird feed? Like, what do they use it for? I'm not much of a. So yeah, not bad. 14 Havelock North Mill, or more North Mill 1. 14. Oh, actually, Napier Farmers Market is 1412. Yeah, so price is good for millet. I can't complain, really. Birds must be hungry. Anyways, yeah, so that's what... I mean, we're still spring, so I guess this stuff is going to sit here for a bit while we, wait for the other crop to... I'm going to... Well, now that we have another 2 fields of millet... Robert's gonna come by. What is this place? Oh, the wool. Okay, well, I know New Zealand. There's lots of sheep. The wool production, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Yeah. Oh yes, a bit of trivia, but it's not trivia because I have a little bit of a beef, a little bit of a rant about the use of the word trivia. Now, because according to, by definition, I'm going to go on a little CDP rant here, but by definition, trivia is details, considerations, or pieces of information of little importance or value. Now, what I'm about to talk about is, well, pieces of information, but by no means is it unimportant or trivial in that matter, because I mean, it's a little bit of it's geography lesson. I don't know. Lesson means that you don't know it. Now, many of you, I'm sure, are well aware that New Zealand resides in the southern hemisphere, whereas North America and Europe is in the northern hemisphere. So in the northern hemisphere, the seasons go as spring is March, April, May, summer, June, July, August, fall, September, October, November, and winter, December, January, February. Now, in the southern hemisphere, as you may or may not know, those are reversed. So spring is September to November, summer is December through February, autumn is autumn, so fall, March to May, and winter is June, July, and August. Yes, so it's still a little strange when you I mean, it's easy to say, but to kind of to grow up and live in a place where the seasons always come at a certain time of year. Now you like flip that, it's a bit odd. So anyway, it's just a piece of information, not trivia, to think about. And thus, I mean, for me, it was the Australian Open tennis tournament was always kind of a spring thing for us here in the northern hemisphere, and it was late summer, early fall for them. So, yeah, just kind of a little perspective on the whole thing there. Anyways, yes, late spring. We got a new field. We're going to be looking at, not a whole lot to do during the summer. I might do a little bit if we got some more weeds popping up. We might do some of that. Yeah, summer's a little bit of a lazy time of year. I'm going to stop moving around. I'm just going to stay like that because we're going to wrap it up here. Yeah, summer lazy. I'm going to go fishing, camping maybe. We'll keep an eye on the fields and get ready for harvest, which may pop up in summer again, as it did last year. And we'll keep an eye on the millet. If we see a lot of withering happening there, we might get preemptive and get a harvester sooner rather than later. And, like I said, Robert, Mr. Turnstile, is bound to show up and check out what we were doing. I mentioned rice. He didn't seem too pleased about it, but hey, whatever. He knows less about farming than I do, a corporate guy. So, anywho, like I say, we'll wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Throw a like on it if you do. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's a game. Have some fun. Till next time, bye for now.